Hi, I'm Steve Younis. Welcome to the Speeding Bulletin, your Superman news video recapping the events of the week August 12th to August 18th, 2016. Our top news stories this week included Henry Cavill teases us with a black Superman costume photo, Supergirl will be going up against Project Cadmus in Season 2 of her TV series, and we have the cover design for the third Lois Lane novel from Gwenda Bond. Let's check out these news stories and more in this week's Speeding Bulletin. In movie news, Henry Cavill sent Superman fans into a frenzy with a photo posted on his personal Instagram account. The photo is a close-up of what appears to be a totally black version of the Superman costume from Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, with the right side of the S-shields clearly visible. As comic book fans will remember, Superman wore a black recovery suit when returning from the dead after his battle with Doomsday in the Death of Superman: Reign of the Supermen saga from the mid-1990s. Is Henry indicating that Superman will wear such a costume upon his return in the upcoming Justice League movie? We'll have to wait and see when Justice League is released to theatres on November 17th, 2017. Another photo was posted on Instagram by Travel by Heart, which shows Henry Cavill embracing a couple of young fans. Contrary to what some websites are reporting, this photo is not from the set of Justice League, but was actually taken during filming for Batman v Superman. The kids in the photos are the children of one of the actors who played a Superman soldier in BVS. Warner Bros. Is offering fans a chance to win the ultimate DC Comics experience. Prizes include 2 deluxe Warner Bros. Studio Tour tickets, 2 round-trip tickets to Burbank, a 2-night hotel stay, and other prizes from DC Comics. Only open to residents of the USA, the contest ends August 26, so be quick. Enter now at wbstudiotour.com/sweepstakes. In TV news, the latest edition of Spoiler Room at EW.com reveals some interesting details about who Supergirl will be going up against in the upcoming second season of the CW TV series. To start, it's Project Cadmus, the mysterious organisation that's apparently been holding Jeremiah Danvers hostage. A second big bad will emerge later in the year. Executive producer Andrew Kreisberg said, Project Cadmus is dedicated to eradicating alien life on Earth. They're fanatics. They're true believers. It's a collection of scientists, of very bright, patriotic people who truly believe what they're saying. That makes them even more dangerous. The second season of Supergirl will premiere on Monday, October 10th at 8 p.m. on the CW. Actor David Mazouz, who plays young Bruce Wayne on the TV series Gotham, told IGN.com that he'd like to see a young Clark Kent appear in an upcoming episode. He said, I think it'd be really cool to have a young Clark Kent on the show, to have a 15-year-old Clark Kent. I know in Batman v Superman they played it like Metropolis and Gotham are twin cities, so it wouldn't be that hard to take a boat ride over for Clark. In comic book news, in an extremely interesting article published by HIVplusmag.com, comic book creator Phil Jimenez talks about his personal journey within the comic book industry, the process of how the Superwoman comic book title came about, and his thoughts on the death of an iconic female character within the story. He said, I have no desire to hurt fans, it's simply not my thing. I do believe in tugging with, playing with emotional connections to get people interested though, and to surprise a group who feels like they've seen everything in comics. Hitfix.com caught up with writer Steve Orlando to discuss Supergirl Rebirth #1 and what fans can expect from the new Supergirl comic book title moving forward. He said she is the same character we have seen, but it's a repositioning, it's getting her into that classic mode. New readers can find out why she's great, and long-time fans will welcome her back. DC All Access also had a chat with Steve Orlando to find out about his first arc of Supergirl, which includes Kara finding out about Superman's death, the reintroduction of Zor-El, and a confrontation with a Kryptonian werewolf.
She's got a new home, she's got a new job, and she has new villains and new people around her. So there is a lot of new, but at the same time, much like with all the Rebirth books, it is about honing down to the core and reminding people why they love these characters. We're going to see the Danvers, who haven't shown up in a long time. We're going to see her supporting cast expanding with Cat Grant, with a new love interest. And just building a world around her where she can step out of Metropolis, come to National City, and be, before anything else, an icon in her own way, be her own type of legend.
Comic Vine reports that the dynamic team of Art Baltazar and Franco are back at DC Comics with a new all-ages miniseries titled Superpowers. The world's greatest heroes are back in a new all-age miniseries, except for Batman. Superman helps by cleaning up in Gotham City, where he discovers a clue that sends Wonder Woman into space to find the Caped Crusader. Her journey brings her a step closer to Batman, but can she uncover the truth behind his disappearance? The first issue of Superpowers will be released on November 23rd. Comic books we reviewed this week included Action Comics 961, which was reviewed by Michael Bailey, who said Action Comics has yet to disappoint, and he rated this issue a 5 out of 5. T.A. Hewitt reviewed Superwoman #1, giving it a 5 out of 5, saying Phil Jimenez proves to be an excellent choice for the latest incarnation of Superwoman, and he gave this issue a 5 out of 5 score. New Superman #2 was reviewed by Jeremiah Ball, who said this issue is a fine effort, but it still needs a little bit more meat on the bone, and he gave it a 4 out of 5. James Lance reviewed Earth 2 Society #15, giving it a 5 out of 5 score, saying this one was a pleasure to read. Injustice Year 5 Chapter 34 was reviewed by T.A. Hewitt, who gave it a 3 out of 5, saying it's such a waste of any reader's time. Superman comics available this week from August 17th include Injustice Year 5 Chapter 35 digital comic has been available since August 16th. Injustice Gods Among Us Year 5 number 16 print edition. Justice League number 3, which is available in a variant cover. Supergirl Rebirth number 1, which is also available in a variant cover. Superman number 5 also comes in a variant cover. And Injustice Gods Among Us Year 4 Volume 2 hardcover. With Supergirl Season 2 just around the corner, make sure you've got your Supergirl collection up to date. Get yourself a Supergirl TV show emblem t-shirt from $26.99. Or how about this Ruby's Women's Supergirl TV show costume, yours for $50.99. These and other great Supergirl TV collectibles are available from One Stop Super Shop, the Superman homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, Switch Press and Amazon revealed the tentative book cover design for Lois Lane Triple Threat, the third book in the series by Gwenda Bond. On the heels of Lois Lane Fallout and Lois Lane Double Down, Bond will return in 2017 with a new story of the adventures of a teenage Lois Lane. You can pre-order Lois Lane Triple Threat from the Superman homepage online store now, ahead of its release in May next year. Water Tower Music and DC Entertainment recently released a second volume of music from your favourite DC Comics movies, TV shows, radio shows and video games. Water Tower Music posted the following promo video for the music collection. The music of DC Comics Volume 2 features 29 songs from beloved movies, television shows, games and radio shows, including Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, Superman, Injustice Gods Among Us, Supergirl and The Flash, including 11 songs that have never been released before. The music of DC Comics Volume 2 is now available on CD and as a digital download, and it can be ordered at iTunes and the Superman homepage online store. The 11th episode of Season 2 of the DC Superhero Girls animated shorts is now online, titled Hero of the Month Katana. She's fast, she's fierce, she's fashionable. Give it up for Katana, an expert swordswoman and the newest hero of the month. New episodes debut bi-weekly on the DC Superhero Girls website and their YouTube channel. Smallville Superfest 2016 is taking place right now in Plano, Illinois. In 2011, Plano, Illinois was a little-known town until filming for the Man of Steel movie set up base there to film scenes depicting Smallville, Clark Kent's boyhood home. Now, for the 5th year running, the town is hosting its annual Smallville Superfest, celebrating the town's connection to Superman. The 4-day festival runs until August 21st. That's all the news there was for the week August 12th to August 18th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. So today I'm coming to you from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I didn't have a lot of time this week, so I didn't get to do it at home, but I'm going to do a little video for you now just to talk about a few things that I thought were interesting. So, from what we hear, Man of Steel 2 is going to be in development soon. Of course, that's a rumor until it isn't. I am a fan of saying that because there are a lot of rumors that go on the internet. And when you hear something like that, until it's been definitely verified, we have to consider it as a rumor. And as of right now, that's where we are. Now, here's the thing that bothered me about this announcement, and I posted this on Facebook, so some of you who are on my Facebook and also watch these videos will hear it again. In the report, and this might not be verified either, It was said that the WB executives said, we're very anxious to really get off the ground with this character, and we want to get it right for the fans. In other words, we haven't gotten it right yet, and now we really want to get it right. It's a priority. That's those are the words to that effect, somewhere around there that they said, which then tells us that they're not right so far, which is kind of like a slap in the face to Zack Snyder, which, whether you're a fan of him or not, you must agree that when you got a guy working for you, you hired him, you decided it was okay, you decided you wanted to go with the guy, we know his body of work, we know the kind of work that he does, he made Man of Steel, you decided to continue with him, he made Dawn of Justice, and at the same time you put him in charge of Justice League, which means you had enough confidence in him, or you were too lazy to go try and hire somebody else, so you just let him stick there, but then you're going to come out and kind of needle him in reports like this. Now, if it's not true, then shame on the person who wrote the article, but if someone in the executive offices that's talking about Superman, and I'm excited they're talking about Superman, I'm excited there might be a new Superman movie, I'm excited they might be making Man of Steel 2, all of this mights and ifs until they're not, they probably shouldn't have, and I'm calling them out on this as much as I want you to cast me in your next TV show as one of your superheroes or supervillains, or friends of superheroes or supervillains, or guy on the street, or taxi driver, or someone in one of the next movies. I gotta say, I think it was a little classless and very insulting if you did say, we finally want to get it right for the fans, because that indicates that it isn't right. And a lot of fans think it isn't. Some fans think it's fine. Lots of fans love it. Many of us know that there are all kinds of variations on the character, that there have been all kinds of continuities, and that all the characters have acted different ways in the different time periods and continuities and years and golden years, silver age, blah, blah, blah. So, you're going to have, with any character that you do a version of, you're going to have some that love it, some that hate it, and some that are somewhere in between. It was okay, or I wish they would have fixed this or that. And that's all well and good. And I guess if you're WB, what you want to do is keep selling the idea that the people who didn't like it are gonna, or the people who liked it are gonna like it more, or the people who thought it was okay are gonna love it. So you kind of don't want to be like, we love Zack Snyder, whatever he does, whatever, because you know you got people who aren't happy. But at the same time, when you got a guy who's continuing to work for you, and he's doing his best, whether he got it wrong, whether he got it right, whether he's somewhere in the middle, or whether it's just another incarnation that we can all enjoy or not enjoy, I don't know that you should come out and say the guy who's doing it now hasn't gotten it right. And I believe the statement that they said says that without saying that. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and remember, always look up in the sky.